You know, with me having to redeem like the URL, the offering pass online to get closer to people, that very much reminds me of software that I've been fighting at work for the past like week and a half now. Um, there's a particular type of form that we used in the CLAC study called the SF36 form. Like it's a general survey on like quality of life and stuff like that. That's just like a super commonly used thing that we were like, oh, let's use it in this study as well. Um, and there's a particular software that's able to like analyze the data of like the SF36 results and give you some meaningful output. And it's handled in such a way that I don't know what I want here. That, sure. That thingamabob. It's very much a software that can clearly make a lot of money because it's supposed to charge like every time you use it. So I had like all the data together and I didn't know like what the proper header names I needed to give all the data was to have like the software correctly recognize what's what it has to do with like what columns and stuff like that, and crunch stuff properly. But I got some of them working. I was like, oh, I guess I'll do a test analysis, not realizing that that used a finite amount of credits that weren't going to come back. So when I had like the full thing, like the full set of data properly at the ready to be analyzed in this software, it's like, you don't have enough credits to analyze like the amount of different blocks that there are in this file. Would you like to use however many credits you have remaining to just analyze like that amount of this here rather than the full thing? And then it kind of spurred into a whole week and a half process of getting a new activation key and starting a new project with fresh credits because it's the same data being analyzed, and I just didn't know that I couldn't do a test analysis. It doesn't even prompt you after you hit like the analyze button, like, this is gonna lock you in, are you sure you want to do this? You won't be able to do it again. No, it just does it immediately on the spot without asking you a second time. So yeah, the whole redeeming things for one-off friendship up thingamabobs, that's kind of what it reminds me of. The website just kind of stopping working there. So yeah, anyway, but that's neither here nor there. So I'm glad that that got resolved today for the most part. It still hasn't exactly spit out all of the same results that it spit out when it was used for the pilot study, and I didn't use it like during the pilot study. I don't know if I was involved in the pilot study or not. Like, I have been involved with the project for a decent while, so maybe I have and I just forgot it. Maybe it was early high school or something like that. But yeah, apparently it spit out like a whole lot more fancy analyses and things during the pilot study that just didn't this time. So maybe there's something that I'm missing, but yeah, and pain.
No, it is the final countdown. Today, my project shall be completed.
Like micro closer to Beb soon. Yeah, we're about to become maxed out, so I don't need a matching persona.
Thank you. Kataji Kanai, yeah, my thanks. Now, to finish this.
Yeah, to finish another bond. Unlock a new persona I confuse. We're gonna finish off a bunch of bonds this stream.
It is fini.
And then I'm going to sleep with a paint fume high. Great work.
You always know the right things to say.
Ah.
When my uncle sees this, he will surely change his mind about Nihon. It is time for him to concede. I must hurry and go see him. Tutsui. Aloha. I have to say goodbye for a little while.
Yeah, we're not gonna see you for the whole rest of this playthrough.
Return.
The game's about to end pretty soon. Like, realistically, after this, I see probably 2 streams left.
Please, take this.
Because there will be, like, my final Tartarus run at Hallowland. So there's this to finish off the links. Then final Tartarus run at Hallowland. And then the stream after that, I'm pretty sure it'll just be, like, the final few days and then the final boss. I mean, of course, this game will go on past that point because there's a DLC that I've yet to play. But in terms of the main game, realistically, I think there's only 2 more streams after this. I think this is the 3rd last stream. So yeah, we're definitely not seeing you again. We're approaching the end here.
Please wait for me. I am certain I will return. Here in Nihon, the times I feel truly at home. They are the times I spend with you, my Tomodachi.
Tomodachi? I don't actually know the true meaning of this word. I just hear Tomodachi and I think of like Tomodachi life. I'll be waiting for you.
Good night.
Deb seems to really care about me. I've gained a lifelong friend. I'm pretty sure that's a he there. But yeah, definitely a very similar haircut there. And has a look that... like he could absolutely go into a state like Yelena where it's like, is this someone to be trusted? Is this person a little bit off the rails? But nah, he's just a chill Frenchman that wants to be like close friends but is being urged to move home. Is what his plot line was. It's the case. Alright, I maxed out another bond, I unlock a new persona I can fuse, and maybe I'll use, maybe I won't. Give me that PlayStation button looking card. Sweet. Rank 10 Temperance Exchange Student. Sweet. Temperance Social Link has reached its maximum level. You can now fuse Yerlinger, the Governor of the Heavens. Is that a persona I'd like to use on the final boss? Who knows?
Leaving tomorrow. See you later.
No more French. Hell yeah. No, promised Beb I'd see him again. Went back to the dorm. Alright. Yeah, let's finish off these last few links. And sleep. What's up, dude? Hey, let's go to Tara site. No, that's for Hallowland. I'm saving it specifically for that. It's 10 more days after today. I gotta get psyched up. I am psyched up. And we're gonna get super psyched up at the last LAN event of the year. So bear with me. That's right, man. Koromaru usually only gets to eat regular dog food. But it's time we give him the good stuff. Let's lace it with some drugs.
By the way,
Yes. Koromaru's physical condition and morale will need to be in top shape for the final battle. Good thinking, Yukari.
oh yeah.
I gave Koro-chan a special dinner today. He needs to keep up his strength for the final battle, after all. Oh, look how happy he is. What a lucky boy you are, right, Koro-chan? Eat a lot and get strong, okay? Can I help you?
Oh right.
Do you remember that time we ordered sushi? Well, Koro-chan was the only one who couldn't have any. So I prepared a special dinner tonight just for Koro-chan. I hope it helps him grow stronger, and that he likes it, of course. Also, the last time I was out and about here, it said that there was some new... Oh, there's a thing here. Oh, I can finish off your linked episodes and unlock a new persona that way. I also think that there's a new video in the command room that I don't think is going to affect anything. It's going to be a new recording. Should I watch a video? Yeah, because I've checked them all out anyway. I don't think it's going to matter. That date, that time, starring playback. They're usually just like, oh, here's a little snippet of that character's life. What am I watching right now? It looks like Yukari's room. Is it one of those kinds of video games? I mean, I should know, having
Like
played
this,
Persona
I
5 and
guess?
then this game. Where it's like, it's one of those anime games where there's always gotta be a hot spring scene. It's one of those kinds of anime games. And apparently now it's one of these kinds of anime games too.
Went to all the trouble of putting this on.
I mean, I guess you could say P5 was like
Maybe
that
I
as well
should
with the
wear it around
teacher.
dorm for the day.
That was also the maid.
Sup, Yucatan? Hey, does that mean you gotta call me master?
Look on the bright side, this
What's
game's
going
almost
on,
done.
Takuba? You planning to work at Mitsuru's mansion or something? Forget it. I've been meaning to return this, but
Also,
now that
who
I
even
look
set
at
up
it,
cameras in everyone's
it's a real
rooms?
uniform. Huh.
Was it what's-his-face that
What was the
betrayed us?
costume? Oh, I should take a picture before I give this back to Senpai. Yukari-chan, are you there? I need your help with something. Sure, one sec. I know. I'll drag Fuka down with me. At least then I won't be alone in the embarrassment.
That's not the direction I thought that was gonna go, but okay. This is super important to the overall narrative. I have no doubt.
Yukari-chan, those clothes. I've got a couple spares if you want to try one on.
What?
How about it? Huh?
What is this game?
Wait! Don't worry. Just hold still. It's a little tricky to put on, so it'll be faster if I help.
I'm playing this video game right now while I'm already tired, preparing for a LAN party, while potentially high on paint fumes. What a life I have. What the hell was I doing? Oh yeah, I was gonna go hang out with the kid and finish his link, huh?
Oh,
Thanks for coming. You have a moment? Seems like he was waiting for me. Should I spend the evening with Amada? Yeah.
yes.
Okay, let's head out then. I think this is the final of the guys linked episodes. Because yeah, I already did those 3. So this should unlock another new persona for me. Why are you here?
We heard you guys were gonna have a match, so we came to witness it.
These kinds of things need an audience, don't you think?
When I told them I wanted to beat you, they all offered to help.
They offered to help.
A training routine for him.
Oh.
Give him advice on his movements.
I thought they were gonna beat the shit out of me
I also want to
for a
build my
second
legs
there.
and core, so I've been going on runs with Koromaru.
And
They've just been helping train him.
You for practice matches.
I completely misinterpreted that.
We figured if he couldn't land a hit on Junpei, then beating you would be out of the question.
But hey, spare a thought for the guy covered in bruises over here. Man, he really didn't hold back anything on me.
Well then, let's do this.
No, you have the Fire Emblem weapon advantage.
You're doing good, Amada. Keep it up.
You can do this. Just take it half a step further.
He looks like I felt yesterday when I went to Taekwondo for the first time since the Extra Life event.
Crap, did he get hit?
The next one's coming. Get up.
You're finished.
Hey, are you guys up there?
Oh yeah, that's a clean hit. The winner is Amada in the blue corner.
I just got lucky. Plus, I did kind of cheat.
No. You saw a window of opportunity and you took it. That's something to be proud of.
Fuka and I bought some roasted sweet potatoes. I
Oh, that
was
sounds
waiting for
good.
everyone to come eat with us, but what are you guys doing up here
I'd like to grow
anyway?
a sweet potato next year.
We're witnessing a showdown between
Graft
men.
some tomatoes onto it.
Amada.
It sounds kind of weird when you put it like that. But yeah, I guess so.
It was a great match on both sides.
Huh? I don't really get it, but it sounds like you're having fun. It's cold though, so you should head inside soon.
Oh wait, did you say sweet potatoes? Count me in.
I bought them for Amada-kun. Junpei, you can have the skin and the burnt parts.
Hey, what am I, a dog?
Thanks for the match. I learned a lot from it.
You were great.
No, I just got lucky. I was stuck on the defensive that whole time, but I think I did do better than our last fight. Now, I just need to apply this to a real battle. Technically, we're tied 1-1 now, so the next match decides the real winner. Not sure I actually have a chance, though, but I hope you'll let me challenge you again sometime. You gotta promise, okay? Okay. Then, until that time comes, will you hold on to this for me?
What item do I get from you? Silver key. Okay, Elvis.
That's the key to the house I lived in with
Wait,
my
I think in
mom.
Xenoblade 1 that key is actually gold. I don't
Whenever
remember.
I look at it, I remember the time I spent with her. That house is filled with all kinds of memories we shared together. I know the final battle isn't going to be easy, but no matter what, I want to come back here. I feel like this key will connect us to each other. And I hope
Alright, Sora.
maybe I can be that person someone can always come back to. Just like how Mom and everyone at the dorm was there for me. Sorry for talking for so long. Shall we go down and have some sweet potatoes?
What if
So
I
our next
capitalize on
match
this
will be
opening
next
and
year?
sweep your leg now?
Maybe even longer than that. I know. How about once I reach the same height as you? And if we're around the same build, I might stand a chance. Oh, but you'll probably be even stronger by then.
Same height as
When
me.
that time comes,
If this was
I
real
wonder what
life, that'd be
everyone will
6'2".
like. It's exciting.
In which
just
case, you
thinking
might
about
get
it.
to that height. but most don't. Amato is beaming with happiness as we went to join the others. You have forged a powerful bond with Amada. You can now fuse Michael, the protector of all. Cool. Bit by bit, I'm unlocking these new personas before the end, as many as I can. I did hear that there is a persona that you unlock for, like, maxing out all your social links. But yep, that's not happening. Sora mentioned in Harmonia's stream, that's right. Though I don't really know much about Kingdom Hearts, so I don't know if, like, the key actually connects people together or how exactly that works. Not entirely sure. I'll pray. But yeah, I was mentioning during that one fight there, I don't know, about going to Taekwondo yesterday. And it was my first time that I'd been there. You're like basically spawn. I figured there was probably a pretty good chance of that. Sure, this. So the week of Extra Life, I didn't go to Taekwondo because I was just like so dang beat. Understandably so, after being awake as long as I was playing pinball games. And then the following week, I still didn't feel like quite 100%. Oh, I'm gonna need to spend a card to get Yukari to like me more is what I'm gonna have to do. But yeah, the following week, I felt like really, really tired that day after coming home from work. So I just kind of wanted to go to sleep the day that I would normally go in. But then yesterday, I finally got around to going into Taekwondo. And I typically just go to like the generic adult classes nowadays from time to time when I have time. So it's usually like there'll just be like a few of us black belts and then like a few like adult / high schooler color belts that we're training with. So the level of intensity of training is never like super duper insane. But that doesn't ever stop me from taking the things that we're assigned to do and giving it my best and like really wearing myself out because I'm giving it 100%. So we were doing kicking practice, specifically with like sparring style kicking. So if we're practicing kicking like for technique, then I'll do my kicks like fast but slow enough that I have like good technique all the way through. But if we're doing like sparring kicking practice, then it's like the moment that the command is given out to do another kick, I just try to like really quickly back and forth. The technique isn't quite as good, but that's not important in sparring because you're trying to outspeed your opponent in sparring and get like a hit on their chest guard before they can react. So we were doing sparring kicking practice and just endlessly me trying to do like kicks as fast as I possibly could. And after not going for a couple weeks, and then doing that, I was starting to make myself lightheaded and I started to feel a little bit nauseous, honestly. And if we didn't get a water break at the time that we did, I was getting pretty close to needing to like excuse myself to the side of class and take a little bit of a chill pill and stress out. And stress out? Not stress out. What the heck? Stretch out. Jeez, my brain malfunctioning. Paint fumes. So there was that. But we got a water break when we did, and then when we came back, it was like, all right, let's try slower kicking now of like, here's a paddle holder holding a paddle for you and a whole line in front of the paddle holder. So it's like, you'll do a kick, go back to the back of the line, and then once you're back to the front again, then you go at it again. And it's like, now there's long breaks, and then that I could handle. But man, I did not feel great. And now my legs, they are definitely really, really sore, I will say here. Oh, Kusaku, something I need to tell everyone today. And as the club leader, I'd like for you to be there too. As we're gonna grow closer thanks to that. Yeah, sure, let's spend time and max up his rank. Thank you. Everyone else is alright there. So let's just draw like we usually do first. So if I'm especially sore at Hallowland, that's why. Scratching up pencils echoes throughout the art room. And sleeping in this chair is probably not gonna help things. Normally I'd sleep in my car, but I'm not gonna sleep in my car when it's like -20.
As of today,
I'm not out of my mind. So,
chosen from the second years.
Oh, why?
And when I tried sleeping at Janland in this chair, and my knees were bent 90 degrees while my body was laying flat, that really, really screwed with me and it was awful. So I'm gonna need to find something to put my legs up on. So, oh nice man, good for you. So, I might bring in a little stool that came with my electric keyboard, put my legs up on that, or maybe just put like my computer on the ground instead of on the table and put my legs up on that, like I am with my spare computer right now.
And since I'm so behind on my
But yeah, already being sore, a
a
decent bit after that, after pushing myself probably way too far, honestly.
Thank you all for everything.
And then spending a weekend of sleeping in my chair in a community hall. after
way more
doing
confident.
crazy amounts of gaming.
Hey, you're giving me too much credit.
Yeah, I think this weekend is probably going to destroy me. I don't think it's going to destroy me as much as
Can we
Extra
talk
Life.
upstairs?
Like, that's a difficult thing to top.
After today. we
But
won't
I
be
think
able
this
to
weekend
chat
is
with
going to
us
take its
anymore,
toll on me.
Which is why I wanted to
And
get
I'm a
this
little
to
bit
you.
worried. But I'ma still commit. Award letter.
This arrived yesterday. It turns out I earned an honorable mention. But the top prizes ended up going to a couple other artists. It made me realize I still have a lot to learn. Like mastering the basics for starters.
Well,
Studying for the med
I mean,
school
everyone
entrance
always has
exam
a
is
whole
going
lot
be
to
hard.
learn.
And this would
But,
really distract me. That's why I want you to have it.
Like, there's never really an endpoint when it comes to skills like that. Plus, there's always going to be someone better anyway, so being like, oh, there's people that are better than me, so I guess that just shows I have a whole lot to learn. I don't know if I would quite agree with that. I'd say that you have a whole lot to learn no matter what, but it's like, what, if you're like the very best at something that's like you don't want to improve yourself anymore? I wouldn't be satisfied with that. I understand. I actually don't.
Thanks. Funny how it seems like I'm always asking you for favors, even though I'm older than you. Remember how we helped those people at the station? They all have important people in their lives. Just like how you're an important person in my life.
For what?
If they had died, they never would have gotten to be with those people again. So that's why I'm becoming a doctor. I'm not coming off as arrogant, am I?
Not at all.
See? I can be the reliable one sometimes too, you know. I did used to be the club leader after all. It feels like I went in a huge circle and ended up right back where I started. And I know it might look like it, but I'm not doing this because my dad's a doctor. I'm doing this because I want to be a doctor. And if you ever need an emergency operation, I'll oversee the surgery myself. I mean, if I keep you alive, we get to spend more time together.
Man, that would sound so insanely twisted in a very different context. Seems like I'm really important to Hiraga. I feel like I've gained a lifelong friend. Bam, another link done. Look at that. We're such good friends.
I am Val.
He's gonna let me make a new persona now that maybe I'll use against the final boss.
I have finally matured.
Wow, that's crazy, man. I've done so much of this game. I'm so ready for it to end.
Of the fortune arcana hath been set free.
That's crazy.
We now bestow
Also, this series is gonna go above 200 parts soon.
the ultimate
I think the last stream ended with part 194, so this is probably part 196 right now. So probably sometime at Hallowland, we're gonna hit part 200 and surpass it. Most likely, the final LAN party of the year. Probably the final LAN party that I play this game at. Unless I'm somehow still playing the DLC by the time Janland rolls around, which I guess is possible. Fortune Social Link reaches maximum level. You can now fuse Lakshmi, the goddess of fertility.
Your health is everything. It's best if you never even have to see a doctor. Do you get the proper nutrients living in the dorm? Let's
I
pick
hope
up
so,
something
I don't
healthy
know.
For you to eat on the way home.
After eating a nutrition meal with Hiraga, I decided to go back to the dorm. Now I'm not getting enough nutrients, but it's okay because I have Flintstones vitamins. Don't you worry, Hiraga. Just like any cool kid at my age has. Oh, hello. Come to think of it, the crops I planted on the rooftop should be ready for harvest by now. Maybe I should check on them. Oh yeah, final harvest of the playthrough.
Oh, that reminds me.
You'll be having a career consultation soon. Have you given it any consideration? I can only think about Nyx. While I admire your determination, after we defeat Nyx, our lives will continue on. I'd advise you to make thinking about your future more of a priority. You have a point. Wow, you're really gonna fat shame me like this? At least I can go that way. Your career consultation is the next week, right? I've got no advice for you. It's just something you're gonna have to figure out on your own. If you let someone else tell you what to do with your life, you might end up resenting that person if things go south. Koromaru-san seems very happy. Dogs, too, consume food in order to boost their energy levels. Koromaru-san will certainly be ready for the battle. Sure hope so, because I plan on using Koromaru-san against the final boss. Ooh, look at these sweet tomatoes. There's some tomato seeds that I might order soon, where the tomatoes look pretty much just like this. where they're yellow with some hints of like maybe dark reddish, maybe orangey kind of stuff there, almost like a two-tone kind of thing. I think they're called gold medal tomatoes. I recently found out about them, and maybe it's because I studied how to grow them well, and they look really good. Golden tomato, tiny golden tomato EX. Seems like something you'd see in a Mario and Luigi game. There's 10 days left. I don't think it would let me harvest on the final day, would it? Yeah, I think that was the final harvest of the playthrough. I don't know. Plant that for fun. I can harvest it on the day that I face the final boss, but I don't think the game will let me harvest it. I'm pretty sure on the final day, it's just gonna, like, put me straight into the final boss battle. If I had to guess, knowing these kinds of games. So, yeah. Oh, no. No. I almost forgot. Yukari isn't quite ready to rank up with me yet. So I need to actually use my final dating site note. I guess she wasn't all that big a fan of me friend-zoning her. She did seem pretty disappointed. Praying, current progress 3%. Progress bar seems stuck at 3%. I'll continue thinking of Yukari. It seems the prayer is done. Having meditated on a relationship, Yukari feels more important to me. I feel like the bond I have with Yukari has grown stronger. So I'll rank up next time, right? If you'd like to ask for another prayer, please purchase another offering pass. Okay. It's gone late. I should head back to my room.